And it looks like we are live. Hi, everyone. Let me know if you can hear and see me clearly. And thanks for tuning in today. Let's see, let me check if we are live in our Facebook groups and on YouTube. Okay, now I can tell everything looks good. Good. Okay. Let me just check our Facebook groups. And if you're already here, let me know in the comments below. Please say hello. Sorry, in the chat. Let me pull up the chat and welcome to yet another Wednesday webinar with me. Hi, Angie. Thank you so much for saying hello. I can tell everything looks good, and um, I I kind of assume you can hear and see me clearly, right? Awesome. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have finished teaching for today, so you can just um, enjoy the webinar today. Okay, we have a few viewers already, so I'm assuming everything looks good. Awesome. Let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from and if you are familiar with our today's tech tool called Genially. Oh, hi, Katie. Welcome. So happy to see you again. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in. Wonderful. So, without any further ado, today we're going to be talking about Genially as one of top edtech tools for teaching independently and also creating learning and teaching material. Um, and today's webinar is part of a 10 webinar series that's going to follow after our last webinar I did on top 10 tech tools for online educators. And the first one being Genially. So I hope you will enjoy this series and learn something new as well. Basically, the webinars are going to be maybe basic introductory level, but still, I hope because the info I'm going to be sharing are up to date. So I hope everybody can learn something. And after the webinar, you can join me in a private kind of session or chat room where we can continue discussing and exploring um, today's tool. Hi, Valerie. Awesome to see you too. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, let's jump straight into it. For those of you, sorry, who don't know me and what these webinars are all about, my name is Ivy, and I'm a special educator turned ESL teacher for the past 8 years. I've been teaching online and within schools and also independently since 2021. I used to be teaching with Chinese companies mostly, but also Vietnamese and Japanese. And since 2021, I started teaching independently. I do teach with one school at a time, so I can support my project called Super Teacher, which is an awesome tool that takes care of all the admin backend work we independent educators have to deal with, such as bookings, calendar, and so on, payment processing, blah blah. Today is not about Super Teacher, and part of actually my dedication to teaching online independently and being part of the community. I run these weekly webinars every Wednesday, same time, same day, on different topics that are all about teaching online and teaching independently. And sorry. So last time we talked about how to make our online teaching more interactive, and we discussed some some main points, what makes students' learning experience super unique and interactive. And we mentioned some of the key elements, um, such as user participation. Like if we can set up our online classroom in a way that promotes and includes user participation or our student participation. So taking part in the lesson actively instead of just listening, like in brick and mortar schools, mainly. If we can incorporate a way for students to give and share immediate feedback, use multimedia such as video, audio, images, GIFs, and whatnot, especially when working with children. And if we can incorporate all of these interactive elements, then it's a win-win for both us and students. For us as teachers, because we never get bored, it just becomes more fun and interactive for us as well. And for students, no matter the age, like learning is not just about being exposed to the language or content they're trying to learn about, but also the way they learn and how immersive it is for them. And we discussed some tech tools that cover everything when it comes to creating learning content, from recording and editing videos to presentation and slide builders, through gamification element of teaching online, and then independent, creating learning and teaching material for independent learning, such as ebooks and games and worksheets. And one of them being Genially. Okay, just a little intro so everybody is on the same page. This is a series of tools we're going to be covering. Some of them we already covered, such as Wordwall. Sorry, and top worksheets also. I haven't mentioned. Oh yes, here it is. Wordwall and then top worksheets. And the presentation you're actually looking at was built in Genially. So for those of you who don't know, Genially is a super interactive, very versatile tool that can be used for various purposes. So with Genially, you can create interactive content such as presentations, infographics, interactive images, virtual reality tours, even quizzes and games, different kinds of e-learning sorry materials, and even marketing materials such as flyer or interactive presentations, for your business. So compared to the competition like PowerPoint and Google Slides and other Prezi or other slide creators, Genially is highly interactive and engaging, and it was built with educators in mind. It's specifically targeting educators and students. Genially is based in Spain, and they have a whole system that supports students as well. So, for example, their product is available to schools where teachers can connect with their students, collaborate. Students can work in groups on the same presentations and so on. So it's not just a tool you kind of log into and create on your own, but you can interact with your students as well and with other teachers if you're part of a school or any or other larger content, which is really good if you are a teacherpreneur looking into developing your own maybe online school or company. So the sky is the limit with Genially. Let me see if we have some intro comments. Yeah, we have another user that said, hello, sorry, I can't see your name. It says A239. Hi, A239. Welcome. Katie says, not feeling well, so we'll just be listening and probably not going to show up to the call after. I'm so sorry. I hope you get well soon. You have Elsa to hug you and help you heal faster. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I would be worried if I didn't see you afterwards. So thanks. Okay, so let's go straight to Genially. I'm going to share their website, which is genially.com. And it's worth mentioning that every tool we're covering in our Wednesday webinars have a free plan, which is really good. Of course, there are some limitations, such as with Genially. You can't upload audios, for example, and you can't use their more advanced tools, such as a responsive quiz builder with kind of immediate feedback on the screen. But you can still embed, for example, a Wordwall game or any third-party resource like quizzes or Digipad, anything you need into Genially if you want to stick to the free plan. That being said, their paid plan, they have a special offer for teachers. I'm going to show you in a second. Let me just click. Okay, so I shared the screen. So their monthly plan is about less than €5, which is about $5 or $6 a month. We will see in a second. Sorry. So first, when you come to their website, you will see this main kind of menu that you can totally skip the first part, solutions. Like these are just some case studies. I mean, if you are interested, of course, you can check them out and see what other users have been saying. This is the main section of Genially where I highly recommend starting if you are new to Genially. And it's called templates. And from here, you can just click explore all Genially templates. And to do so, of course, you have to sign up. You can sign up for free, and on the free plan, they include over 1,000 of free templates. And what's beautiful about it, it's so intuitive. Like um, the user experience you get with Genially is super intuitive, and that means it's also very beginner tech skill teachers friendly. So you don't have to be very familiar. You don't even have to know how, for example, other slide builders work, such as PowerPoint or Google Slides. Don't worry if you haven't got the chance to explore those. It has nothing to do with Genially. With Genially, you just like sign up, and it's all about templates. So look at that: gamification, quizzes, presentation, infographics, interactive images, videos, and more. There is also a section that features their newly added resources, and they really put a lot of effort into enriching their free library. It's really enough for you to begin with and create amazing activities and learning material. So let's see. I'm going to click Open Genially to walk you through some basics. Sorry. And I'm going to share that screen once it opens up. And if you have any question, feel free to write in the comment, and I will make sure to check them out. I'm just going to log out from my account so we can, because the sign up process itself requires, a few information, which is important for you to register as an educator. So later on, you get their cheaper offer, kind of, because we will see in a second. Okay, let's see. Let's share this one. Okay, I'm ready. Here we go. So when you click Open Genially, you will be prompted to sign up. You can use your Gmail or other social media accounts. I'm going to use Google just to show you from scratch. As soon as you click sign up, you will be prompted to pick which option best describes your role: professional, teacher, student. Of course, I recommend registering as a teacher. Sorry. And then, okay, Google again. I just did that. Okay, here we go. I'm a teacher and I teach elementary school. And the last step will be, there will be one more step before you get in. Or that's it. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. Because it's important for the plans they're going to be offering to you specifically later on. If you want to do the cheaper plan, make sure to select you're an educator, because they have separate subscription plans for all the other categories of users. If you subscribe as a teacher, if you sign up as a teacher, then you will have lower prices, which is really worth mentioning, I thought. Okay, so, oh, you don't see my screen. I'm so sorry. Okay, now we're in. At least I checked on time in a timely manner. Okay, so what I am in, this is our dashboard, and here you can just go ahead and pick one of the options. So let's create. I first actually want to show you how you can make a resource you already have. If you're a teacher creator who does lots of worksheets or homework or any kind of forms that are not interactive, there are images or PDFs. I thought, because it's not included here, and their academy, there is like a Genially Academy available at academy.genially.com, but at the moment it's down, and because they just recently moved their domain to a new one from genial.ly to genially.com, their whole like learning resources are down, so it's not available. I just wanted to show you how good it is when you start building something maybe from scratch. Sorry. So I will just hit back and then create a blank Genially. You see, you can pick here. It says from a template which we just saw, or a blank creation from a theme template. If somebody shares a Genially with you, or if you can just even import. You can import PowerPoints, PDFs, Google Slides, and images. So you can do all of these things. And this is so important for teacher creators. So if you do already have some resources, um, you don't have to worry about it. You can just make them even better, But I'm just gonna open a blank creation for the purpose of today's demo and webinar, and I'm gonna pick landscape mode and share this tab instead, just to make sure. Yes. Oh, hi, Katie. Welcome. Awesome. No worries. We just missed the intro, the super basic intro. Yeah, Katie. Says, I love Genially. Katie's Abridge Academy curriculum creator, and if you're familiar with it, I'm sure you already know how super interactive and engaging it is. And it was all, I mean, the majority of it, plus games in Wordwall, was built in Genially. And if you're not familiar with it, you can just check out abridgeacademy.com. It's my number one curriculum choice, and kids love it. Like, it's super interactive, and today you can actually experience the way you can also create maybe some minor resources, such as after class activity or something you want to support your students with. Okay, so I just opened a blank page, and I wanted to show you how you can make something very simple, such as image, super interactive. So let me just grab an image I prepared. I took sorry, a board game template from Free Pick. So I just want to show you what Genially can do for you. Okay, the file size is more than 5. Oh, this is new, so the file should be smaller than 5 megabytes. Okay, I'm just gonna take a smaller screenshot. Just a second, and then edit, drag and drop. Just give me a moment. Here we go. Oh, so that's good to know. The file should be less than 5 megabytes, right? Okay, so let's say you have a little PDF or a template for a game you would like to use in class, but how to make it interactive, right? So here I just uploaded this image, and from there on, let me check if you can actually see. You can. Okay. From there on, you can just click on the image or add, maybe I want this little frog to jump. So I'm just gonna add another image to the side like this. And I want to make it interactive. So, student and I can play the game in class, right? So just by clicking on any element in Genially, you get this super awesome little icons that say lock, add interactivity, add animation, edit image, and replace. So we want to maybe add interactivity to this little image. So it can play audio. If you're on the paid plan, you can make the frog, say ribbit or anything you want. You can add audios. If you're on any of the paid plans, of course. If you're on the free plan, you can't add audios. This is the limitation. And your overall cloud is limited to 1 gigabyte on the free plan. So this is worth knowing. So here are the options we can do, what we can do. For example, we can show a tooltip. Let's say I want this frog to say, hello, my name is Froggy. Let's go. Maybe, are you ready? Let's go. Save. Okay, so I just added a little something to the froggy. And if I wanted to move during the game, so I have the ability to move the frog, to play snakes and letters game. I'm just gonna click this drag um, little hand. I'm gonna kind of turn it on and hit save. And let's preview what I just created. The other difference between the free and paid plan with Genially is everything you create will be public online. So it means your project will have a URL that appears in search engines, so other people can find it. I mean, if they look for it specifically. I think it's still good enough, especially if you create resources to supplement for your classes. But if you want to make business out of it, like Katie did, you would want to have all the premium features such as branding and protection, like privacy and everything, uploading audios and whatnot. So just for this beginner level, I think it's totally good, and with even with those limitations. So let's open it. I know it's very simple, but just to see what we did in just 2 clicks. Okay, share this tab instead. Let's see if you can see. Oh, I stopped sharing. Sorry. I keep clicking this button by accident. Okay, sharing it back. Here we go. Let me check. Okay, I won't click the button again. Now you can see. Okay, so you can see we just added a simple image and the frog, but look what happens when I hover over the frog. There is a text. Hello, my name is Froggy. Are you ready? Let's go. So that's how you can kind of build in maybe tips for your students or learning goals or just a reward when they come to a certain slide and they just hover over the froggy. It can tell them something like great job, let's go, let's continue, or take me to the next, take me across the river or something. So I can actually, you see, I can actually move froggy and it can jump around and so on. So this is just something small you can do with Genially to make a simple image like this super interactive. Of course, you can add more interactivity by adding reward systems and yeah, kind of more animations to it. Let me see if you have any comments. Katie says, thanks so much for your shout out. Sure, thank you, Katie, for taking so much time and energy to create something amazing so we don't have to know all these things. And, it takes hours. Can you imagine how much time it takes to just build one simple thing? So if you want to save yourself some time, either go with something pre-built, such as Apex Academy, or use Genially to enrich your classroom and supplement. I mean, yeah, just kind of supplement your classes and go with the templates. I just wanted to show you to give you the taste of what it can actually do from scratch. So let's go back to their templates library. This time we're gonna create something from a template. I'm gonna share this tab instead, just to make sure I am sharing it. Okay, all good, wonderful. So we can pick presentation, quizzes, interactive images, gamification, and so on. Let's try to create a presentation, maybe. Sorry. Here are some free presentation templates. Remember, they have over 1,000. Maybe I would just recommend searching by the name. Like if you want to find something for young learners, then just type in. Maybe if you're an English teacher, you can just, they have two amazing or a few amazing templates just for a whole lesson if you want to build it. So let's say English. I'm just going to type in search templates, sorry. And then, or maybe topic based, let's see, maybe animals. Presentation, I need something about animals. Okay, perfect. Okay, marine animals list. Amazing. I love that one. Let's get it. Okay, so here you will see if it's free or not. You see, now the system genuinely recognizes I'm an educator, so it offers me these prices. If I didn't sign up as an educator, the prices would be different. So this is very important to mention. Like the moment you start signing up, make sure you select you're a teacher, and so you will be um, getting these prices, which are way lower. And here you can see what's included. So these are the differences. On the paid plan, your Genially can be private. You can download it, and you can add audio files. We covered all of them. So this was a premium one. You will see the little star. The yellow star says it's a premium template. But let's see the same game. Maybe let's go with the game. Instead of creating it from scratch, we're just going to use this template. You see, it says use this template instead of get this template. So we know it's free. I'm just going to click use. And there we go. Share this tab instead. Okay, it's opening. Let me close some other tabs we had open so to help it work better. I'm going to close a few more. Just bear with me a little bit because we are in a call. Usually it's going to work easier. Okay, so here, that means you have all the elements you needed for your game. Let's say we're learning about animals. You see, you have these cute characters at the bottom. They already have all the interactivity. You see the little hand, um, the drag and drop hand works actually. So that means we can move them. So let's say maybe here I want to change this animation. At the moment, it says, "Did you know that blah blah blah?" It can be a question about animal. Which animal is the largest maybe mammal? It's going to be a question. It doesn't have to be a question. It can be feeling anything you can think of. Maybe this game is good as a review game from the lesson you just finished with your students. So you can recycle this template. You can just change the content, literally, maybe the color scheme or anything, so it sounds and looks a little bit different and refreshed. And you go and just kind of recycle it and use it again. Let's edit interactivity for the second one. Maybe I don't want it to be a window. I want it to be, let's see, maybe, okay, I'm on the free plan now, so I can't play the audio. Oh, maybe a reveal. Ooh, that would be interesting. Let's see. So I have to add, oh, I want to keep it simple. Okay, reveal is good. Um, but I have to add another image. Just a second, let me see what's going to be better. That's okay. So when they click, okay, let me just think. Okay, I'm just going to keep it simple for now. Yeah, so basically, you just get a template you need and you can edit it however you want. You can personalize it for your students. If it says animal race, you can edit the text. You can edit anything you see on the screen. Maybe my student is called Elsa, so I want to turn it into Elsa's animal race, and so on. I can change the background color. I can change the size of, I can change the figures. I can replace all the elements and whatnot, just to show you how it works. So using the templates is the way to go if you're a newbie, if you're just starting with it. To preview all the changes you make, there is a little I button in the top right corner. You can just click and instantly you will see everything you did, like the changes you made. Let's see the first one. If I roll the dice, I need number 5, hopefully. Oh, 4. Okay, will work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's say we came here and remember the little window. We edited which animal is the largest, okay, with a typo, mammal. So your student has to reply, and once they do that, so you can see how Genially works really well in actually in class learning, in synchronous learning. And depending on the classroom of your choice, maybe both the best possible option is both you and your students to be able to interact with the content. So you would want your students to be also be able to click, to roll the dice, move their figure, reveal the fields, get excited, annotate, draw, type in, all those activities actually you can incorporate. So for that, I highly recommend Koala Go as a classroom. Maybe you're not familiar with it, but it's super interactive. They have a co-browser that lets you just open the lesson you create or anything. If you're using Average Academy or just create your own Genially, you can just copy paste the link and have both you and your student interact and play around, which is really fantastic. Other classrooms options such as Zoom or Woo or Classin and so on, Google Meet, Microsoft Meet, they only, some of them, actually not even all of them, have the screen share option, which is still good, maybe good enough for some, you especially maybe for older students. But if you're teaching young kids, young learners, then the more interactivity, the better for them and the better learning experience, right? Um, oh, let me see. Katie says, Genially has so many great templates, right? It's mind blowing. Like just a free plan, it will take days to explore and to try to use all of them. Katie also says, I think it's about 50% off, yeah, for educators, at least compared sorry, to what I'm paying on one of their legacy business plans. Yeah, it's super. When I first started 2 years ago, it was only like less than €3, but now it's already five, which is, I mean, normal. Like they are around, they've been around since 2015. He also says, I'm not sure if online teachers can get the education plan though. You might need to be a classroom teacher. You actually can. You don't have, they don't have any kind of verification. I expected them to have, but they don't. So you can just sign up as a teacher. I'm not sure with their new policy change, and they just recently, like less than a month ago, I think they changed the website and they're upgrading their academy website. It's not working at the moment, so I thought it would be nice to discuss Genially today. Also, maybe at some point they would just ask for an educator's email, but other than that, they don't ask for any kind of verification or something. Um, Katie says, because they sell teaching materials, though, yeah, you bought a business plan. Exactly. Like, you don't have to be a classroom teacher. Katie also says, love Colago, definitely the best teaching platform for interactive lessons. Katie, feel free to share your guide. You have a whole video guide on how to use something as interactive as Genially Lessons, actually Average Academy curriculum with Colago, and the difference it makes. It's really amazing. And feel free to share your link to Colago as well. Sorry. Okay, so we saw how we can use a template and just personalize it, edit every single part. This is just basics. I don't wanna overwhelm you. You can also have a preview of your resource on a desktop and mobile. This is new; they didn't have that before, and you can just go back to editing. In their left menu, you can see the basic tools such as text, so you can just add a, some text on top of what's already there. Welcome to our game show, whatever, you can change fonts. Those basic like tools are the same with all other slide creators, I would say. Let's highlight it to maybe no green. We already have green, white. Okay, better. Then you can add images. Oh, what I love about Genially is it also integrates with free libraries of images and GIFs. So you can see here they have images, GIFs, and you can also upload your own. Now they just introduced these limits, like maximum file size is 5 MB on the free plan. Good to know. Let's search for animals we need for this game. So you can pick images or GIFs. You can choose if you want this to have transparent background only. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love the turtle. It's so cute. But yeah, I'm gonna pick the turtle. So I just click on it and it's gonna show. And now I'm gonna use this little turtle uh, to be part of my game, to be an additional player maybe. So I'm just gonna click on it and make it draggable. Remember this little button. Um, if you want this turtle to kind of show up later or kind of walk around or enter, you can add an animation. So the entrance animation or continuous if you want it to bounce all the time, or exit animation. You see, there are all kinds of sorry animation tools. Maybe they can be interactive when somebody hovers with their mouse or click on it. So I want it to have an entrance animation, and maybe I want it to slide. Yes, I like the slide, yeah. Because turtles are slow, I want this one, this little fellow, at least in my game, to go as fast as it can in this. You see, I can slow it down. I can choose the speed, but yeah. You can be as creative as you can imagine, you see, with Genially. I'm just gonna keep it as it is. Let's see what we just did. Click present. Let me make sure you can see when yeah, you can still, oh no, I just wanna preview, sorry, no present. Present is just to share it once you're happy with it. We're gonna preview the changes. Let me see if it opens up. Yes. Ah, did you see that? Let's go to the next one. Let's go back. Yeah, my turtle can now swim super fast. Right. So you saw it. And I can even grab it and play around with it. Okay, perfect, right? Let's see if you have any other comments or questions. Okay, so far so good. Then there is a resources section which has lots of amazing, like very convenient stickers and images and even graphs and tables you can add if you're about to build an actual learning material or presentation. They also have these interactive elements such as window, tooltip, we saw some of them, audio, gallery, navigation. Like you can actually, if you're about to create a quiz maybe after a lesson, you can just, if a student clicks on a specific something on the slide, you can take them to another slide or have them go to a page, a specific page you need. Okay, there is a randomizer, dice, and so on. You can see, you can explore them on your own. There are buttons, which are really good. Uh, for example, if you want to create an interactive image, they are super cool. Or maybe virtual reality tours, you can just add those kind of buttons. Let's add one, maybe rules. I want my student to be able to click here and check the rules. Let's check the rules together. And then I will just add interactivity. I want maybe the audio, remember, is just on the paid plan. So I'm just gonna, I want it to open a window and then kind of give more information and write down all the rules. So when they click, here are some templates, maybe blank. And for example, I'm just going to say here in the window itself, you can also add images and you can add more interactivity even. I'm just going to add some text and I'm going to say, let me see, okay, roll the dice and jump ahead. or whatever, what you need them to follow, what the rules are, or maybe wait for the other player to finish before you roll again or something. Back to the page. Let's preview. I could change the color of this little button to make it even to fit better, kind of. But it's okay. We already have some gray here. So rules, roll the dice and jump ahead. Da-da-da. This is super big. I could manipulate the size of the window and everything. Okay. Let's see what else is there worth mentioning in the menu itself. So your first assignment after today is just register with Genially, go to your dashboard. You will be taken to your dashboard. You don't even have to verify your email with them. And then go to the main panel like this, and then decide if you want to try out a template or maybe upload a PDF or a presentation you have here. Create Genially from a template, blank, or import something. I always recommend using the templates because they are super easy to begin with. And then you actually, you can also see what you couldn't even imagine. It's already built and it has everything you need, so you can just change the content. That's the route I would take if I were just about to begin, using Genially. It's loading a little bit slower. Okay, it says wait. We're just gonna wait, or if not, we're just gonna go back. You can duplicate slides, which is really very neat. So especially like if you are creating presentations and you want to keep all the interactivity or you already developed or did, but just change the content, or for the next game you can just duplicate or clone the content. Okay, let me just open the same one, keep it simple. And see what else is there to go through, so you can feel like confident to start using Genially. Yeah, here we checked the interactive elements. Oh, the interactive questions section is also available on the premium plan only. There are smart blocks you can use. They're super cool. So basically, whatever you like, you just click on it. Let's say I like this table. Let me go to another page. Maybe here. Okay. I want to add a little table. Basically, I just click on it and then I can first resize it and then add content as I like. We can insert images. We said that before. Audios. There is even an audio recorder available. And the maximum is 15 megabytes. A video or others. Here you can embed things, which is really good. Like you can embed a YouTube video. Let's try that. I'm going to go grab our last live webinar and find the embed code. So normally you would just go to the resource and look for share or embed button. Where are we? Oh, did I exit the page? Sorry about that. Obviously I did. Oh, you were not seeing the page I was talking about here. Sorry, I just sometimes forget to share. Yes, sorry about that. Katie says we should share them in the Facebook page. Would love to see what people come up with, right? Definitely. You were talking about those first creations we come up with, right? Oh, that would be awesome. I can totally run a thread, and everybody who registers and tries to make something, we can definitely share. Sorry about previewing the dashboard only. I just sometimes forget to share it. Okay, so we were here. We just added this little table, and I was about to show you this insert section where you can add images. But basically, to add images, you can just drag and drop them from your computer, from your device. You don't have to go insert, upload, and then search on your computer. I just take a screenshot and just drag and drop it into Genially. It works as well. And others, here you can actually paste the code or link. I just grabbed an embed code And ta-da-da, you see the YouTube video appears. So this is really neat. The same way you can build games in WordWall, for example, or any third party like top worksheets, and you can just embed it in your Genially. Especially because we talked about the limitations on the free plan, you can't use these interactive questions quiz builder in Genially, so you can just use WordWall for that purpose. And again, if I click on it, I can even add animation, I can edit it, and so on. And before I pasted it here, when I clicked insert, there were more options like such as autoplay or loop, mute, hide playback bar, and so on. Or start playing from, let's say, minute 3, second 14, and then when I hit play, it will do that. Let's go into preview mode. Sorry about the messy slide. I could have done better just opening a blank one. But okay, we're just gonna layer it on top. And now let's preview it. Da-da-da. And when I hit play, you see it's neat, right? So same way you can embed WordWall and other third-party resources. So you can kind of combine everything. You can change the background color, and you can pick it to decide actually to apply the change to all slides. You can add pages. You can preview them at any point to the side. I love this view because it's easier to manage them. You can drag the pages, which is really neat. You see, I can just they just slide up and down if I just drag them. So Genially is the most intuitive, I would say, um, interactive content builder. I wouldn't say presentation builder, game builder. It's all in one. It covers everything we talked about before. The basic elements that actually are crucial for providing our students with unique experience. And if you feel like you would just play around with it, that's good enough. That's awesome. Like you can just create games, or you can use their templates to begin with, and just create your own unique resource. Or you can just go ahead and pick a curriculum such as Abridge Academy, which actually relies on Genially as a tool to build those amazing lessons. They're super interactive and creative, so students never get bored. And I, as a teacher, I've been using Average Academy for 2 years now, and it's always something new, Plus, Katie keeps updating them. Just this morning, I found some amazing updates. I took screenshot and gonna share it with her later on that I loved. But yeah, there's nothing you can do with Genially basically, and it works worldwide, which is also important for teachers who have clients in countries such as China or maybe some other Asian countries. Genially works. And but everything you embed, just to mention, is still hosted on, for example, a YouTube video is on YouTube, top worksheets is on top worksheets, and so on. But Genially wise, it's gonna work and it's really good. Okay, maybe we have covered, yeah, all the basics. I would say there is a help center. They do have the whole academy, so I didn't want to go much more in details. But at the moment, it's down. I'm not sure if it's a temporary thing. Let me share the link: academy.genially.com. I did take their courses long ago, and they're amazing. They're super cool. You can learn so much, not just about Genially, but how to animate content, how to make your, static content interactive in general, like how it all works. And it's not that hard, trust me. Like there's no such a huge learning curve for the basics, and especially if you go with using templates, right? Katie says, thanks for your support. Sure. Sorry if this was too basic for you, Katie. I know you're a master of Genially. I just thought, teachers should think about how they can improve their own classroom experience. And because we all know our students best, and even though I do use abit academy, why not create a word wall game in addition to it, to personalize it even more, or just to um, mm, kind of encourage the student to work harder on just offer something more to my regular kind of class offer. Yeah, hope this makes sense. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. If you're watching the replay, of course, feel free to share any questions you have, and let me know what you think about Genially. And next time, we're going to be covering another amazing tool. Um, and I will try to keep it to basics like we did today, so you don't feel overwhelmed. You can just go ahead, be playful about it. And it would be really nice if you do register with Genially and create something, share the link in Super Teacher Group, or in this thread. I'm not sure on YouTube, actually, you won't be able to share, but come join me and join us in Super Teacher Group. Maybe I can just grab the link and yeah, add it here. Actually, I will invite you to join Supercharge Your Independent Teaching Business, because Super Teacher Group is just for registered teachers. So wherever you feel you belong better, or feel free to join both, actually. Yeah, if you're also registered with Super Teacher. So this is Supercharge Your Independent Online Teaching Business, where we run this a series of webinars, and the other one is Super Teacher Group, Super Teacher Community for already registered super teachers. And we will find the the replay of this video and the event page, so you can share what you created to see what you came up with. Let's have fun exploring it. And thank you, everyone. See you next Wednesday. Thanks, Katie. Thanks, KDH. Thank you, everyone. Valerie.